To the perfect line, the ultimate test of pop culture, nostalgia, and everyday facts that might surprise you. All you have to do is put things in the right order, and you could win more than $15,000. Let's meet today's players. First up, she's a substitute teacher from Bainbridge, Georgia. Welcome to the show, Stephanie. She's a dispatcher and Department of Transportation administrator from Huntington Beach, California. It's Courtney. He's an accountant from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Welcome, Matt. And finally, a human services professional and semi-pro football player from Sneads, Florida. Say hello to Ray. Welcome, everybody. Here's how we play the game. Your goal is to put items in the correct order as we try to build the perfect line. Each line is worth money, and the players who correctly place their items on the line split the cash. At the end of 4 lines, the two of you with the most money will move one step closer to taking those winnings home. So let's start building your bank. Our first line today is worth $2,400. Let's see what it is. Is there a doctor in the house?
Doctor in the house, the first line.
Actors who played doctors in order how old they were when their TV show premiered, from the youngest to the oldest. I'll put the first actor up. It's George Clooney, who was 33 years old when he starred in ER. Big breakout role for him. Stephanie, you are up first, and here is your actor.
Donald Faison Scrubs. I'm gonna say before George Clooney. Finally, before George Clooney.
I remember the show Scrubs, and he is very much younger than George Clooney. So I'm going to say that he is going to go
yes.
Very good, George. Let's see if that's indeed correct. That's a 27-year-old smile. You are in the money, Courtney. Let's see who your actor is.
Noah Wild the Pits. I'm gonna say after George Clooney. After George Clooney.
I believe Noah Wiley was with George Clooney in ER. I am going to say that he, in the pit, is older than George Clooney in ER.
Okay, let's see if that's exactly where he goes. Exactly where he goes. It was 53 minutes on that roll. You're also in the money. And Matt, here comes your actor.
That's it.
Neil Patrick Harris, Suki Hauser, MD. Let's say before Donald Faison. Final answer before Donald Faison.
Okay. Doogie Howser is a show about a child doctor. So I'm going to put Neil Patrick Harris before Donald Faison on the line.
Okay. Where does Neil Patrick Harris go?
Yes!
Ray, we can make it a clean sweep if you get this one right.
We can.
Okay, here comes your actor.
Go for it.
Dick Van Dyke diagnosed murder. Diagnosis murder. I'm gonna say after Wild. Violence after Noah Wild.
Diagnosis murder.
Well, I've never seen that show, but based on the actor, I'm going to place him after Noah Wild.
Okay. Where does Dick Van Dyke go?
Yes!
Yeah, 67 when you got that job. So that means everybody is splitting $2,400, $600 in each one of your banks. That's fantastic. is worth $3,000, and here it is. States that start with N.
States that
Arrange
start with
these
N.
U.S. states that start with the letter N alphabetically by their two-letter postal abbreviations. The first one is North Dakota. ND. Courtney, you get to go first this time. Here comes your state.
Okay.
Nevada. I'm gonna say after North Dakota. I'm gonna say after North Dakota. After North Dakota.
Nevada is NV, so I'm going to put that on the line after
Yes!
North Dakota.
Okay, let's see if you're right. NV it is. You're in the money, Matt. Here comes your state. New Mexico.
Let's say between North Dakota and Nevada.
New
Final
Mexico,
answer.
I believe, is NM, so I'm going to put it in between North Dakota and Nevada.
All right, is that correct?
Yes!
You're also in the money. Okay, Ray, you're up next. Let's see what state you got.
Nebraska. I'm gonna say before North Dakota. No. I'm gonna say between North Dakota and New Mexico. Final answer.
Geography.
Yeah.
But I'm going to believe that it's NE, so I'm going to place Nebraska in between NM and ND.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he right?
Yes!
You are right. That's okay. Let's make it a clean sweep, Stephanie. Let's see if you get yours right.
North Carolina. Let's say before North
Stephanie,
Dakota.
that's
Final
North
answer before North
Carolina.
Dakota.
My celebrity crush is from there, and I know that its abbreviations, it's NC. So it is going to go after ND.
Nope.
Okay. Where does North Carolina go?
Yes!
Oh, you knew where it went, but you put it in the wrong place. Okay.
That's the end of round one.
Say is the impossible. You got the kids to give you their phone.
I did. I bought one of those shoe holders that could hold like 12 pair of shoes, so it was 24 slots. And I let them know before you come through the door, you must put that phone up. Then I got labeled as the mean teacher, but it doesn't care because I was guarding the instruction as teachers are supposed to.
I love that. Great idea, and thank you for playing with us. Courtney, I know your friends marvel at your ability to remember crazy, disparate bits of information and random facts.
Correct.
How do you do it?
I don't know. All the knowledge that I should have in my brain to use every day is gone, and it's just filled with song lyrics and random bits and pieces of knowledge.
Is there something you do when you see something, I really want to remember that you help imprint it in your brain?
Writing, saying, associating it with something.
Well, it's obviously working for you, but we're just
Thank
so
you.
happy you came to play with us.
Thank you. I'm excited to.
And I have a feeling you have some of the same abilities as Courtney because you were a big part of Quiz Bowl and won in high school. Tell me about that.
We aired on local county access television at 3:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
And the whole family probably got up to watch.
Yeah, it was funny. They told us, like, you can't tell anybody. And I kind of thought it'd be like prime time or whatever. I wasn't really thinking. They're like, yeah, it'll be on channel 170 at 3:45 in the morning. So it was fun, but a cool experience.
Oh, well, I'm hoping more people will see you on this program.
Probably a few more.
Thanks for coming to play with us, Matt. And Ray, can I brag on you just a little bit?
Go right ahead.
You are a big man, but you have a very big heart. Your professional life, you work in a mental health facility and you care for people who are in troubled situations.
I do.
What do you get out of that?
My day is better knowing that this person's mental state is in a much better place than it was before, or before it got to me. In a sense.
You may well work that better than me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. So let's get back into the game. At the end of these next two lines, the two of you with the most money will stay in the game, but only one of you will make it to the finish line and a chance to take that money home. This third line is worth $3,600, and it is frozen pizza.
Frozen pizza.
Arrange
Next
these
line.
frozen pizza brands by the year they hit the market, from the earliest to the most recent. I'll put the first pizza up.
Red
Baron
Baron.
Pizza came out in 1976. Matt, you get to go first this time.
Sounds good.
Here's your pizza.
California Pizza Kitchen. Let's say after Red
California
Baron,
Pizza
violence after
Okay.
Red Baron.
California Pizza Kitchen is first a restaurant, and then I believe they started selling frozen pizza. So I think California Pizza Kitchen goes after Red Baron on the line.
Okay, where does this one go?
Yes!
Absolutely. 1989. You're in money. Ray, are you a pizza man?
I am a pizza man.
Okay.
You can tell.
All right. Not judging, just asking. Let's see your frozen pizza. DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
Yes, that's right.
Let's say between Red Baron and California Pizza Kitchen, violence.
Well, I do know that DiGiorno is pretty popular, so I want to say that it goes in between Red Baron and California Pizza Kitchen. So 1976 and 1999.
All right, let's see if you're right.
Yes!
Stephanie, here comes your pizza grand. Newman's.
Newman's old. Let's say between Red Baron and DiGiorno, violence.
I know he started off as an actor a long time ago, and then he put out a salad dressing, I think after acting, which would have been after 1976. So I'm going to
You can
say
almost take away the almost pretty soon.
it'll go
But they
between
all have great respect for
DiGiorno
the leader, and
and
he is the
California
leader.
Kitchen.
Okay,
And we've
let's
had some
see.
very
Does
good
it go between
discussions
DiGiorno
today,
and
and
California
things
Pizza
are going
Kitchen?
along pretty well as regarding
And
Ukraine,
much
Russia.
more recent. That means you're out of the
We
money
thought
for
it
this
would
line,
be
Courtney. One more
a little bit
rapid
easier.
frozen
That's
pizza.
going to have to be
Here
tougher
comes
than
your
the Middle
pizza
East.
brand.
The Middle East was supposed to be the tough one.
Totitos.
And we've solved that puzzle, but this one will get solved also. So I want to just say it's an honor to have you, Mark. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for hosting again, and we were texting, I think it was on the day when you were...
Let's say before Red Baron, violence before Red Baron.
I feel like I've known
Tremendous success.
Tino's ever since I was
Your leadership
really
to
young,
bring
and they had
peace to the Middle
pizza
East.
rolls and
And then we texted each other and said, and the next big thing has to
I'm
be
going to
Ukraine,
say
Russia.
between
And I want to help,
Red
Rachel wants to
Baron
help, my
and
colleagues want to
DiGiorno.
help
Where does
basically
Totino's
deliver
go?
your vision
Nope.
of peace.
Yes!
That means you're out of the money. Matt Ray, you will split $3,600.
Stop it yet.
Right now, the gentlemen are in the lead, tied with 3,400. Ladies, you got some work to do on this next line. The pot has now gone up to $4,200, so everybody's got a chance. Our final line is called Sketch It Out.
Sketch It Out is the final line.
As Saturday Night Live sketches in order by how much money they made at the domestic box office, from least to most. I'll put the first one up. And
The
it's
Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers made an astonishing $57,229,000 plus. Ray, you're up first this time. Let's see what your S&O movie is. Go for it.
A Night at the Roxbury.
And as you know, we are going to be making a big trip next week. Some of you are going with us. We'll be going to Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. In South Korea,
Let's say before the Blues Brothers, violence oh,
pretty long meeting scheduled. We can-
yeah, before the Blues Brothers, violence before the Blues Brothers.
That's
All too well.
tremendous
I wanna say,
assets
Matt
together.
at the Roxbury
We look forward to that. I think something will
probably
work
made
out. We
more,
have
so I'm
a
going
very
to put
good
it
relationship.
after the Blues
But that'll
Brothers.
be a big
After the
one. We
Blues
canceled
Brothers.
the
Is it more money
meeting
at
with
the box?
President Putin. It didn't feel right to me.
Yes!
So we will get to the place
And some
we have to
change.
get
So you're out of the money for
But
this
we'll do
one.
it in the future.
That means,
But
Stephanie,
next
we're
week we'll
back
be
down to you.
with many of
And
you
here's
in
your movie.
those locations that I told you.
Wayne's
Then it's
World.
back
Wayne's
to
World.
Washington. So thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, can you tell us a little bit about why you're elevating sanctions against Russia right now? What's the
I just felt it was time. We've waited a long time. I thought that we'd go long before the Middle East. And Mark, as you know, we did the Middle East plus 7. So we did 7 different wars from
Let's say,
Pakistan and India to so many,
Azerbaijan, Armenia.
which they said was impossible to do. All these wars I did, and the one
let's
that,
say,
we
after
have
the
left
Blues
is
Brothers, violence after the Blues Brothers.
I think we'll get that done too. I think we'll
like
get
that.
it.
And it's a stayed around for a while, but it got a lot of attention, especially from the youth. So I think that it made more money
in war. It's hard to
than
have a
Blues
time limit.
Brothers.
So many things happen in
I'm
war.
gonna say it goes after. Okay.
Yes!
Let's see how wins will bid at the box office.
Well, the problem with the Tomahawk for a lot of people that it'll take a minimum of 6 months, usually a year, to learn how to use it. They're highly
Your movie,
complex.
Courtney, you're up
So
next.
the
Let's see
only
what
way a
film you got.
Tomahawk is going to be shot is if we shot it.
Back
And we're
Cooper.
not going to do that. But there is a tremendous learning curve with the Tomahawk. It's a very powerful weapon, very accurate weapon, and maybe that's what makes it so complex. But it will take a year. It takes a year.
I'm gonna say before A Night at the Roxbury, final answer, A Night at the Roxbury.
And we're not going to be teaching
So
other people. It would be too far out into the future.
Less than Night at the Roxbury.
Let's see if it's less than Night at the Roxbury.
Yes!
I do.
Last but not least, here comes your SNL movie.
The Ladies'
Yeah, that's a
Man.
good question. Today is a very big day in terms of what we're doing. Look, these are tremendous sanctions. These are very big. Those are against their too big.
I'm gonna say between McClooper and A Night at the Roxbury, final answer.
That
So I think it did
the war will be
better
settled.
than MacGruber. So
We just
I'm gonna
answered
put
having to do
The
with the
Ladies'
various
Man
forms of
in
missiles
between
and everything else.
Blues
we're looking at,
Brothers
but
and
we don't
Wayne's
think
World
that's going
on
to be
the line.
necessary.
Okay, let's see if you're right.
We would like to see them
Yes!
take the line.
$13.6 million.
Quite a
That
long
means
period
you
of
are
time
out of
and
the
go.
money.
Let's go home. Last week they had almost 8,000 soldiers killed. Many Russians were killed last week. Many Ukrainians were killed last week. We think it's ridiculous and would like to have it end. I think they want peace. I think they both want peace at this point. It's been, it's almost 4 years. You're going into 4 years. And if I were president, it never would have started. But yeah, it's time. Well, I think it's a shame that it's shut down because we have the greatest economy, as you were saying before. We have the greatest economy in the world right now, by far, the United States. We have almost 18, now it was 17, now it's $18 trillion being poured into our country, and it's no time for shutdowns. I don't think it's affecting what we're doing, but it's too bad for a lot of people. We have a lot of good people that aren't working right now that should be, and it's because the Democrats want to try and renegotiate a deal that they had negotiated. They want $1.5 trillion given to illegal immigrants who came into the country, and it's going to hurt the health care of citizens of our country that have been paying into it, that have been working hard for it, that really deserve it. So we're never going to do that. It's not going to happen. And I will tell you, there are a lot of good Democrats that really want to make a deal. And I think all we need is 5 Democrats because we have a great support on the Republican side. So I think we need 5 Democrats, and there are a lot of them that want to make a deal. So I think at some point, common sense will prevail. Okay, go ahead, you can finish up.
Courtney and Ray are about to go head-to-head in our fast line game, and one of them will advance with a chance to leave here with the money in their bank.
Well, they
Here's
had
how
one
we play
today in the
Fast Line.
Pacific.
One at a time.
And
You'll be
the
presented
way I
with
look
an
at it
item.
every
Just tell
time
me
I
if
look,
it's
because it
more
is
or less than
violent,
the one before it.
and it is
You'll have 30
it's
seconds,
amazing that
and
the
each
weaponry
correct
that
answer is worth $500
they have
to your
these
bank.
boats that go
Courtney, you're in
45,
the
50
lead, so
miles
you
an
get to
hour
go
in the water.
first. And you get to choose which category
When you look
to
at
play.
the
Your
accuracy in
choices
the
are
power, look, we have the
music
greatest
time
military in the
and
world.
love story.
We have the
Which would
greatest
you like?
weapons in the
I
world.
think I'm
And
gonna
you
have
see
to
a
go
little
with
bit of
music
it there.
time.
One
Okay.
shot, everyone
Did
dead
this
center.
time song
And the only way you can't feel bad about it is you
before
realize
or
that
after the one on
you
the
won't
line?
feel
I'll
badly
put the
about
first one up.
it, is you realize that
And
every
it's
time you
The
see
Time
that
of My
happen,
Life
you're
by
saving
Bill Medley and
25,000
Jennifer
American
Lawrence,
lives.
1987.
Every one of those boats that
Your
gets
30-second
knocked
clock
out
starts
is
after I
saving
reveal the next item.
25,000
Good
American
luck.
lives, not to mention the torn up
after time.
families
Before.
all over the country.
Yes!
And whenever I see
After,
that,
after,
I
after.
say to myself, I
Yes.
just saved
If I could
25,000
turn back
lives.
time.
Before.
There are very few
Yes.
boats traveling on the water
Too
right
much
now.
time.
After.
Actually, that includes fishing boats. and
No,
cruise and the
before.
other kind of
Old-time
boat.
rock
After,
There are very few
after.
boats traveling on the water. So
No.
now they'll come in by land at a lesser.
After, before,
lesser
after,
extent,
after,
and they will be
no,
hit on
before.
land
One
also.
last time.
After. Yes! After.
Right, in the back?
Yes!
Okay, time's up. You got 6.
Yeah,
That means you
we have
added
legal authority. We're allowed to do that. And if we do by land, we may go back
7 correct
to
answers
Congress.
in order
But
to win.
we have, this
Your
is a
line
national
is,
security problem. They
what
killed
story did this
300,000
iconic
people
romance
last
book
year.
debut
Drugs,
before
these
or
drugs
after
coming
the
in.
one on the line?
They killed
See
300,000
the first book
Americans
for the
last
line?
year. And that
It's
gives you
Pride and Prejudice
legal
by
authority.
Jane
We have a
Austen, which
national
came out in
security
1813.
really, and I will say
Good
this.
luck. Your 30-second clock
When you
starts
look at
after I reveal the next
The people
item.
we're dealing with, and we know them. We know the people.
After,
coming in, we know the
after.
votes, we know
Yes.
where we're going.
After.
We're allowed to do it. It's
Yes.
in international waters.
After.
If we don't do it, we're going to lose
Yes.
hundreds of thousands.
Before.
Now, they'll be coming in by land a little bit more because they're not coming in by boat.
Yes.
There are no boats in the
Before.
water. There are no more boats. We know the boat almost immediately.
Yes.
It was pretty unusual when you see
After.
somebody with a fishing rod and 5 engines
Yes.
in the back of the boat. You don't
Before.
need
Yes.
Before.
Before. Yes. Got all the answers right on my run
They
goes
haven't
on.
experienced that yet, but now we're totally prepared to do that. We'll probably go back to Congress and explain exactly what we're doing when we come to the land. We don't have to do that, but I think, Marco, I'd like to do that. You may respond to that if you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, the question is, bottom line, these are drug boats. If people want to stop seeing drug boats blow up, stop sending drugs to the United States.
Does it matter if it's in the United States?
Well, these are all in international waters. The boat.
Can you do a strike in the United States or in
Well, that's a different matter. Now you're talking about a law enforcement matter. In this particular case, there are people traveling on international waters headed towards the United States with hostilities in mind, which includes flooding our country with dangerous, deadly drugs. And they're going to be stopped. And that's what's happening. And in the case last week, you saw there was a submarine. It was a submarine. It was a submersible. That's a drug boat all the way through. We know what these boats are. The president just said it. We track them from the very beginning. We know who's on them, who they are, where they're coming from, what they have on them. If you're running drug boats, you're in grave danger.
And drug usage is way down, and drug usage coming from the sea, they call it ocean drugs, a little term that they use, the ocean drugs, is very close to non-existent right now. I wouldn't want to be in one of those boats heading away, they're driving happily to destroy the lives of people, and that's the end of them. So the ocean drugs and the sea drugs by sea they call it also, that's almost down to nothing, as you can imagine. So they continue to come in by land at a little bit less because they see something is going to happen, they don't like it, they see something, and they're right, something very serious is going to happen, the equivalent of what's happening by sea. And we're going to Congress just to tell them what we're doing, just to keep them informed. We have to do it for national security. We have to do it to save lives.
Secretary Besant said that Vladimir Putin had not been honest and forthright in his talks with you. Just wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about your feelings about that. And also, if I may, to Munir Rutte, just your thoughts on whether Ukraine should get tolerance. Thank you.
Well, I think that in terms of honesty, the only thing I can say is every time I speak with Vladimir, I have good conversations, and then they don't go anywhere. They just don't go anywhere. So in that sense, but no, look, he's fighting a war. He's in a war. That's two very competent sides, and that's the way war is. You never know with war, but I would say that it's time to make a deal. A lot of people are dying. They're not Americans, but they're people. They're souls, and they're dying by the thousands. Worst since World War II, and we really should stop it.
And to your other question,
yes. Please.
Sorry, to your other question, this has been consistent from this president when we first met again after your re-election in Mar-a-Lago in November. You said we have to stop the killing. This is close to your heart, and this is your vision. That's why this war needs to end. When it comes to tomahawks or whatever system, it's up to individual nations to decide whatever they want to supply to Ukraine. NATO doesn't take a position, but I can assure you this. When the president called me in July and said we want to again send weapons into Ukraine, paid for by our allies, the Canadians and the Europeans, that was an important moment. And that is now taking place, and the ambassador, myself, we're working hard at this. Already a couple of $1 billion of weaponry into Ukraine from the US, paid for by us. So I'm not going to
Won
comment
the game and is now hoping to take home the $6,900 in his name.
there, and it's close to
I will say this.
Five prices.
You know,
Your
Mark
goal
can
is
say
to
it
match
better than
those
anybody.
items
The
to the
European
price and
nations
build
and
the
Canada
perfect line.
have
Do
really
that,
pulled together.
and the
And it's beyond even
$6,900
that.
is yours.
It's
All right.
really
And Ray,
beyond
your
that.
final
Those are
line
Australia,
is
New Zealand, Japan.
making
If you want to
and
really
cut.
add them up, you could really
These
add
are
them
all
up.
cutting tools. And
NATO,
here they are.
basically, European and Canada,
The Wusthof
a lot of
Icon
other
knife
nations,
block
they've really
set.
band together. They are
The
not
steel
happy about
HSA
what's
60
happening
electric
with
hedge
Russia
trimmer,
and Ukraine. They're not
a
happy
John
at all.
Deere
Neither am
S100
I.
riding mower,
Jeff?
an Uni pizza cutter wheel, and the Swing Line Classic Cut
Yeah.
paper trimmer. Those are your 5 items. And you see I've got 5 prices on the board. Those are actual prices. You just have to match them to the correct item. But once you place an item and
Well,
price
certain
together,
areas
it's
are
locked
being,
in, so you can't change your mind.
certain areas are being left.
So where would you
We
like to start?
determined that after really a tremendous amount of study with some of the best architects in the world, we determined that really knocking it down.
Lawnmower
into
is
sections,
$2,099.
was not much. It was not much left from the original. It was,
The cheapest
over the
item.
course
Pizza
of
cutter is
100 years. It was changed. The columns were removed.
The pizza cutter
It was a much different building.
I can
Then
confidently say
a
it's
story was
$30.
added.
I'm gonna say
on
pizza
in
crust $30
1949.
too.
Here's where things are
There was
getting
a
a
story
bit
added
dicey,
on, which was not
other than the
particularly
hedge trimmer.
nice.
That
And the
hedge
building
trimmer,
was
I
very,
can
very
tell
much
was really
changed from what
expensive.
it was
So I'm
originally.
gonna put that on the higher
It
end.
was never thought of as being much.
And
It was a
trimmers
very small
$30.
building.
I'm gonna say
And rather than
9 cents
allowing
to your
that to
selling,
hit
$9.99, and paper trimmers play $8.16.
Frankly, they've been
Paper
after
trimmers
years.
won
You
at
have to bring these along so people
$8.16.
could see
I've
them.
always encountered knife sets, but I've never encountered a paper trimmer before. So I don't really know how to properly gauge that. But I
Nobody's
want to
actually
say that
seen
knife set
anything
is
quite
around
like it.
$100-something. So I'm going to
They're
place the
one
knife
of the
set
great
at
bowls anywhere in the
108.16,
world.
and I'm going to place
It's
the
about
paper
$300
trimmer at
million. It's set to do many, many things,
So
including
that's the
meetings of
line you
foreign
built. How do you
leaders,
feel?
including
I'm feeling
the
pretty good.
honoring
Okay.
of foreign leaders. You
Great.
can see
All right, Ray,
this.
it is time to find out if you are
This
going to
is
be
a
leaving
plan.
here with
If it's got
$6,900.
tables so
Let's see
that
if you
you
have
honor
built the perfect line.
a foreign leader.
Start
We
with
have
the
a
mower.
proper
You feel
space.
pretty
Right
confident
now,
about
we have a
that?
space
Is the
that with
riding
tables
lawnmower
holds about 79 people.
$2,399?
And this is a proper
Yes.
thing. Now, what the White House was doing, as you know, is they were putting tents out on the
And you
lawn.
had the
This
pizza
is
cutter for 30. You said
an
I am
interior shot
confident.
of
Let's see if it is. Is it
I think there'll be
$30?
nothing like it. And it's being paid
Yes.
for 100% by me and some friends of mine, donors.
You got 2 of them, right?
The government's paying
Let's look at the
absolutely
hedge
nothing.
trimmer. Was the
We're
hedge
also
trimmer
working with the military on it because they
$930?
want to make sure everything's perfect, and the military is very much involved in this.
No, it's
If you
not.
see the kind of interiors